Check the fit. Got the Melo jersey on, Knicks hat, growing out the beard. Just brushed my teeth. Got the Burberry on the slides. Y'all know Burberry designer. I got the Burberry with the white socks and the slides. That's $600 slides, right? $500 to $600. I forgot. Yeah, these is $500. The flip flop. See, y'all don't be peeping stuff like that. When I do stuff like that, y'all don't, it's okay. But I always been on stuff like that. I'm coming back more into my, cause when I first get into Jesus, I was like, I ain't concerned with nothing, no clothes, no money, no. I basically stripped myself clean of everything I've ever known, reset, right? But now I'm, you know, I feel like the Lord is helping me find. I'm stepping in. It's like I'm growing, right? Evolving. I'm learning about myself, my tendencies, my things I'm usually tempted to, things I like to wear, things I like. I'm learning about things I used to do, what I used to think I liked, and how the devil had his hand in that stuff. We're gonna be getting some food right now. Let's go outside. That's it. Yeah, I'm looking like a man, right? Beard season, James Harden season, growing this joint out. We're gonna be walking and get a couple of things from my school, Texas Tech University. And we're gonna be talking. I just seen somebody I knew. But we're gonna be talking about it's summertime. We'll be talking about just life. Y'all know I haven't come on here and preach in a while. I've been just dropping music and streams. And I was preaching on the streams, right? I was preaching on the streams. So I was still like, you know me, I'm gonna find a way to get the word out. But yeah, we're gonna do these. So first thing I want to talk about is man, we got Jesus in common, right? Okay, forget all other stuff. Love your neighbor, right? Even if they ain't Christian, love them people, please, right? And you might think to yourself, and look, y'all know the Bible, right? I mean, we all get the same Bible. That's how I should say it. We all get the same Bible. So when I come on here, it should be you rehearing things. It shouldn't be you hearing new things. Yes. And for a minute, I was like, why do I keep making videos if they already know what I'm preaching? Because we all get the same Bible. But you know, God can use me to break stuff down in complex ways to let it resonate more in people's hearts and minds, right? And souls. But so it should be you rehearing things when I make these type of videos. And y'all know me, I like just freestyle preaching, right? Like, brrr. And usually that's honestly when the Holy Spirit brings stuff up to my mind that his children need to hear, right? But yeah, if you want to learn how to love your neighbor, If you want to learn how to love your neighbor, right, the best you can, first ask God. Because remember, with anything, you ask God. James 1:5, right? Ask him for wisdom. Yesterday, I asked God to give me wisdom on my dog, right? And he gave me wisdom. Because I was asking him, I was like, does my dog really understand when it's doing something wrong? Or is it just really acting out of instinct every time, right? And then I watched some Nature Channel, and then I got a dream. And, gonna turn. And, basically he told me, nah, the dog don't really understand. Like what he basically told me was like, nah, the dog's not thinking, I know this is wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The dog's just doing it, right? And then what happens is usually they remember the reaction you gave them last time. I'm just guessing what happens, right? I'm like, they probably, because you know sometimes dogs be looking guilty. And I feel like that's just them remembering the reaction you gave them last time for doing the action. I don't think they did the action thinking, I know I ain't supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways, right? Or maybe let's keep this. I'm trying to keep this. Or maybe the dog's like, I remember the reaction you gave me last time. I don't really understand. I don't even think dogs thinking that deep. I think the dog is just like, eh? But whether or not they thinking that deep, they don't know the difference between right or wrong. Remember, in the Garden of Eden, right? We didn't know knowledge of good and evil either until they ate the fruit, right? That's deep, right? Until they ate the fruit. Yep. That's when we started becoming conscious of, okay, this is right, this is wrong, this is the right thing to do, but I also know the wrong way I can do this. Hey, we only was able to do that when we ate from that tree, right? We wouldn't have temptation. But what's deep though? You know what's deep? Because y'all know I be brainstorming with y'all, right? These are like Christian vlogs, right? You know what's deep though? Like I'm gonna start naming these like Christian vlogs, like, right? Cause like sometimes I'll come on here and I'll actually say things that I'm unsure about, right? And sometimes I'll tell y'all things I think y'all need to hear, and sometimes I'll just talk about things that have happened. So just vibe with me, right? I mean, you don't vibe with me? Look at me. I got that sword, right? I'm not gonna be Playboy Cody, right? I'm not gonna gatekeep sweat. No, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking, bro. That's how I used to be. Look at me. And that's how I realized, you know what? The swaggiest version of yourself is the version that is so humble and so like just wise, humble, just not arrogant, not thinking too highly of yourself. That's the swaggiest version you can. I'm telling you, I've gotten swaggier. The more humble I get, it's the swaggier I get, right? I'm telling you. Because it started becoming unforced, right? Y'all know what I'm talking. It started becoming unforced, right? It start becoming unforced. It start becoming effortless. It just ooze out of you. That's that real swag when it just ooze out of you, and you ain't trying. You know some people who be trying to like. You know them people that be trying to you know them people that be trying to force swag. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They try so hard to act like the people they see on the streams, act like Drake, act like Lil Yachty. And what y'all don't realize is a lot of them dudes actually just copying other people. And what's deeper is there's two types of swag, right? There's two types of swag. There's swag, there's the world swag, right? Then there's God swag, right? You don't want to be the first one, right? I used to be world swag, right? Yeah, I used to, and basically what that consisted of was me just trying to be Juice WRLD. Y'all probably have seen old pictures of me, right? Blonde hair on one side, blue hair on the other side. Wasn't getting in the gym, body was scrawny, looking like a girl. Acting fruity, right? Cause they made that stuff cool, right? Trying to act like Lil Uzi, trying to have these fruity, right? Having these fruity mannerisms and living in sin. Playlist was full of Cardi, Drake, Juice WRLD, Rocky, Pump, right? 21 Savage, you know, all the world dudes, right? That's world swag, right? But you know, what y'all know Jesus' nickname is what? The truth, right? Because he called himself the way, the truth, and the life. John 14:6, right? The truth, right? Okay, he the truth. So that means anything he say, that means that's the truth, right? And the Bible calls the devil what? The father of the lies, right? So the devil say, okay, if the devil say it's swaggy to act like Lil Uzi Vert, and God say it's swaggy to act like me, and when I say me, I mean Jesus, right? If Jesus say swag is acting like me, Christ-like, right? And the devil say swag is acting like me, the devil. So who's right? Cause y'all know me, I think deep about like I got good lighting right now. I thought I did. But y'all know me, like I think deep about concepts I care that I've cared about, right? Throughout my life. And one thing that I've cared about, like I want to be swaggy, right? I want to have that swag, right? There's nothing wrong. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be swag. Swag basically means like just a cool guy, right? You know, trend setting. You know, you a leader. You know what I'm saying? People look up to you, and for the right reasons. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Interesting, unique. You know what I'm saying? This is all what I consider swag, right? But then I started realizing, wait a second. Who is the swaggiest dude ever? Jesus Christ, right? No. Y'all don't understand. See, when y'all think of Jesus Christ, you think of the dudes that these churches put up on their wall. The dude look like Brad Pitt with the long hair, the white dude with the beard with the long hair. And I ain't look, if he did look like that, yeah, okay. But forget about what the dude look like, right? Cause you know the way people dress and the way people do their hair and do their facial hair. and you know, that stuff changed with time, right? But you know what doesn't change with time? What people consider good character, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what was considered having being upright and morally correct 500 years ago. And I know over time sin gets trivialized by society, but I'm just talking about what in terms of just like the Bible don't change, right? The way it said to love your neighbor in 40 BC is the same way it's telling you to love your neighbor right now, right? And so I said, okay, so we really have a real blueprint. Like A$AP Rocky, Lil Uzi Vert, them dudes, like you could take stuff, like maybe Rocky wore a cool shirt or something. Like you could take, that's like clothes. We talking about real swag though, right? You want to learn how to be real swaggy? You want, hey, you know they be talking about aura this? Ain't nobody have more aura than Christ, right? Who had more aura than Christ? I'm waiting, right? Don't get struck down doing some silly answer, right? Right? You know, we wear a good outfit, you want to flex that joint. This joint's tough, right? You know, he told you don't worry about what the clothes and... I didn't even know I was going to put this on this morning, right? I forgot I even had this in my closet, right? I dug through dirty clothes, laundry bins, clothes that needed to be touched up, and I found, you know, you do the sniff test. Hey, it's been right. I'm getting right. I know I don't give a lot of detail, but I'm keeping it real, right? So now you gotta do the sniff test, and I'm joking. I mean, if you only wore it for about 4 hours, right, in they jeans, come on, bro. Y'all know y'all can wear them again. Like, come on, bro, don't do that. Now, if you just a naturally musty dude, then yeah, your clothes might be mustier. Anyways. But yeah, that real swag, right? We in the school right now, so you might see me pausing to talk, only because I don't want to draw unnecessary attention to myself. I feel like I've helped racism a lot here. You know, interacted with a lot of people. Because, you know, what a lot of people don't realize is domino effects, right? So God might have you reach 500 people over the course of 3 years, right? Like really just having a real impression on 500 people, Christian or not. And that 500 people that are going to affect people, 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 that are going to affect other people, and it's going to keep going, right? Yeah, bro. I mean, the Lord gave me a vision of that. Because I was asking him, I was like, okay, Lord, you said you're going to use me in such a big way. And I have reached a lot of people on social media, millions of people, but I'm like, there's 8 billion people in the world. If I'm only reached 50 million people, and that's how many people watch the video, we don't know how many of them people actually swiped through or watched it full video and actually got impacted, right? I mean, that's how many people seen the video. We don't know how many people actually watched the full video, right? Look at that Cybertruck. Y'all see that? Y'all know I want a Cybertruck. I told this one girl I wanted a Cybertruck. This was like 2 years ago. Then she ghosted me, right? I don't know if it was because I wanted to. Let me not say, because I don't want to only say the low lights, because then y'all gonna think I ain't got it like that, right? It don't matter whether you think I got it or not, but they got a Cybertruck right there. I mean, I do got it like that. Oftentimes the Lord He protects me from certain girls. He keeps me in the right environment. I'm about to walk in here and get my wallet from the police because I left it at school, and not because I got in trouble. That's not why the police has my wallet. It's because I left it in the building, and you know how sometimes the police are controlled of lost and found and stuff, right? So I'm gonna keep y'all, because it's gonna be streamed, so it's gonna be like a vlog, right? So I'm gonna keep y'all like this, or like this. Hi.
Hello.
I'm here to cover my wallet. My name is Corey Thomas. It's a brown Tommy Hilfiger wallet.
To report it, or?
No, because they said they had it here.
No, this is not the main police department. This is the substation. They send you a text or call you.
Yeah, because I had left it. Is it not here?
No, it's
Okay.
gonna be at the main police department on Flint. Here's the address.
Okay.
Everything that gets turned in here gets sent to the main office at the end of the day.
That's is that on campus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know right where the flyover is going on to Marcia Sharp off of 4th Street?
Yeah.
Okay, that traffic light, you turn right there and go in to the police department.
Okay. I can just look up police department on my phone and it'll come up?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.
He probably was like, I told him where it was. Cause I said, he said, it's on 4th Street. That's that way, right? I said, it's on 4th Flint Street. Oh, that's what he said? And I said, yeah. But I didn't really know what he was talking about. I was waiting for him to give me the building name. Cause sometimes you just say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause you want to just affirm what he's saying, right? That's what I do a lot. I say, yeah. Just to affirm that I'm listening and affirm that, like, I get where you're trying to get at to an extent, right? Give me this. So we're gonna walk to the police department. You know what I've learned to do? And this is me, right? You know how the Bible talks about you know how the Bible talks about, like, a wise man has a few words. Remember, this should be all reminders, right? A wise man says a few words. The Bible talks about be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to get angry, right? Too much talk leads to sin. That's another Bible verse, right? Even a fool is thought wise when they keep silent. That verse is basically showing how significant just not saying a lot can be, right? How actually impactful. It's basically saying you could be straight up dumb and people actually smart just because they don't say anything, right? And it's true. Like, imagine if Patrick, I know it's a bad example. If Patrick, I mean, who's a character other than Patrick? I mean, if Patrick, y'all know Patrick from SpongeBob. If he didn't say nothing like that, and you just see him with his pink self just sitting there most of the show, people wouldn't assume he's as slow as he actually is, right? Some people would assume he's just normal, right? But then he opened his mouth and he started saying some crazy stuff, right? Wumbo this, all this craziness, right? Pinky up, that. And then over time, you start being like, oh, this dude's I was about to say retarded, but we don't say that, right? But this dude is, right? And what's deep is, I hope I'm going the right way. What's deep is am I going the right way? Hold on. I might have to just stop the video. I don't want to walk all the way to the wrong way. Okay, hold on.